Hi, it's Dave T here today reviewing the Lowepro Pro-Tactic 450 AW2 camera bag. When researching this bag I found it very difficult to find detailed and accurate information, so in this review I'm going to try and give you as much detailed information as I can, including the sizes and dimensions as well as the main features and a quick overview of how I laid out the bag for my own personal use. I purchased this bag myself with no one asking me or paying me to make this video. The dimensions shown are going to be of my bag, so you may want to allow for some manufacturing tolerances, but hopefully this video will give you a good starting point when sizing it up for your own needs. If you do decide to purchase this bag, then please consider using the affiliated link below, as it would help me running this channel. And without further ado, let's check out the bag. The ProTactic is well made in a tough black material covered in the tactical webbing system from which it derives its name. All of that webbing stitching does mean that the bag itself is not waterproof, and instead it gets the all-weather AW rating from the rain cover built into the base. First minor issue with the bag is it's worth noting that when stowed, the weather cover is partly the reason for the bag is somewhat less stable when stood up vertically. Now starting with the external dimensions, the bag is 340mm wide, 510mm tall and 230mm deep, and it weighs in at just over 2.8 kilos. There are two external pockets on the sides of the bag. The left pocket has a built-in lanyard, which I personally use to attach my SD card cases. The identical pocket on the right hand side has no lanyard, but both pockets are gusseted to expand and measure 180 by 150mm at the widest point. There is a grab strap on the back panel of the bag, and the panel itself is padded and sculpted to improve airflow. Since comfort is very subjective, I'll stick to the hard facts again and just point out that the laptop pocket is quite snug against the back, and when used does stiffen up the back panel quite significantly. The shoulder straps are padded and extend to a maximum length of 840mm. They have an adjustable sternum strap and also several loops and webbing straps for attaching additional items. There are zip panels on each side of the case which open up to give a 200mm by 160mm access hole into the lower half of the bag's interior. The redesigned top lid allows access to the upper part of the bag, creating an opening of 240mm by 190mm. On the inside of the lid there is a pouch for small items and a pretty pointless memory card holder. The bag is supplied with two accessory straps, which each can extend out to 290mm and can be attached to any of the webbing points on the bag. When used with the tripod leg holder, a tripod can then be carried on the outside of the bag. There's a wide waist strap which can be removed and worn on its own and extends to 1435mm in length. The belt has a small flat pocket on the left, approximately 135mm by 80mm, and a larger one on the right, which is approximately 170 by 80 by 25mm. Two attachable accessories come with the 450 as standard. The supplied bottle holder is 180mm tall and can accommodate bottles of up to 100mm in diameter and has a drawstring to keep them secure. The rectangular pouch is approximately 110mm by 180mm by 60mm. Both of these can be attached to either the bag's webbing or directly onto the belt. All the main exterior zips are heavy-duty YKK zips with pull loops, and on my bag run very freely. The back panel unzips on three sides to give full access to the internal compartment, and here we see my second minor issue with the bag. As you can see, when opened past 90 degrees, the cut of the bag makes the lid push the base inwards by about 20 to 30mm. This means that having the bag open fully slightly restricts the access, which depending on how compact your chosen layout is, may cause some fit issues. Putting that one gripe aside, the inside of the ProTactic 450 is very large, but I promised you specifics, so I purchased a bag of beads and can with reasonable accuracy state that the bag has an internal capacity of 18 litres. The main compartment is 305mm wide at the widest point and 470mm long when the lid is shut. The depth of the bag is 160mm for the central 190mm wide section, but that may reduce if you're storing a laptop in a designated pocket. Closer to the side, the depth drops closer to 135mm at the top side of the slope. On the inside of the back panel there are two 245mm wide pockets, both with a zip opening of 230mm. The upper pocket is 105mm deep and is gusseted, and the lower pocket is 165mm deep but has no gusset. The laptop compartment is 275mm wide by 370mm long and can only really accommodate a laptop that is 21mm thick at those dimensions. Smaller but slightly thicker laptops may just squeeze in. A total of 12 inserts are provided, allowing the bag to be subdivided in lots of different ways. Now bear in mind though that 3 of these inserts are shaped to allow for the curvature of the edges of the bag. One of the 3 orange dividers can open up to reveal an extra pocket that's 75mm wide and 90mm deep. Though bear in mind it will be 75mm deep once the Velcro is shut. So to see how I lay the bag out with my gear, as you can see here I've taken a slightly different approach to laying out the bag. I use 2 of these BUBM accessory bags to keep related kit together, and the larger one contains all of my GoPro related gadgets. The smaller bag holds batteries and chargers, and my EDC pouch, which you can check the link out for below, contains other tools and useful personal items, which is then accessible via the left hand access hatch. By placing the bags horizontally, the area underneath is accessible from the right hand access panel for storing my mini tripod. I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you did then please show your appreciation by hitting that like button, and to see more of my reviews please check the playlist or subscribe to my channel. As always, thanks for watching.